Hey guys, welcome to today's video. My name is Cal and today I'm going to be running you through how to cook the best barbecue brim. It's going to save you time and energy, and stick around to the end of the video to see what I use to target these brim and where and when and how I like to target them from our beaches. Bream are a bread and butter species here in Australia, and they're damn delicious when they're cooked right as well. So if you are lucky enough to catch a few legal sized brim, then these are the next steps I suggest you try when cooking these up for lunch or dinner. All right, step one, you've caught your fish. How easy was that, eh? This is the step that's going to save you the most amount of time when cleaning the fish. It's just as simple as gutting the fish. Taking the gills out as well, that's big when it comes to cooking on the barbecue. You won't get any extra off flavours from the gills when they cook. And the most important thing to remember here is to leave the scales on. Leaving the scales on is going to boost the flavour on the barbecue and make eating your fish whole pretty damn easy. Step two, prepping the fish for the barbecue. So now the fish is clean, the guts are out, the gills are out. This is where we want to add salt, pepper, a small amount of fresh thyme, and some sliced lemon or lime into the rib cavity there. Step three, the cooking of the fish. So preheat your barbecue grill plate to a medium to high heat and cook your brim for about 6 to 8 minutes each side, only turning the fish once. You will be looking for some nice golden brown grill lines on the scales, which will add a smoky flavour to the meat. Now, leaving the scales on, the trick to this is, the benefit of it is that when you are eating the fish, you can just peel that top layer of skin straight off, exposing the meat underneath, and Bob's your uncle. All right, so this is my just hands down go-to setup for brim fishing from the beach. A nice number 2 ball sinker running down to a little green bead you'll see there, to a swivel. I don't even know what size swivel that is. It's a pretty big one, but it's just whatever I had on hand. All the bead does is protects the knot on the swivel there from getting worn through from the sinker rubbing on it. Then I run down to 300 mil to 400 mil of leader, running to a number 2 long shank hook. Pretty simple stuff. I don't like to go too complicated when targeting brim from the beach. If conditions allow, I'll go a little bit lighter with the sinker. If I have to go a little bit heavier, I will, but I very rarely deviate from that go-to setup. It's the one that's primarily rigged up, ready to go at all times. Now, as far as catching brim from the beach, when and where I like to go, I prefer a good high tide gutter. And I'll fish either side of that high tide, usually an hour before or an hour later, and really just hammer it in there during that time. And I also prefer nighttime. I like the late night sessions. Sometimes I've even been out there finishing up the session at like 1 in the morning. So if you're that keen, get out there. But yeah, I prefer the nighttime as well. So anyway, I hope that helps. If you've got any questions, chuck them in the comments below. I'm happy to jump on and reply there with the best knowledge that I can. So that's it, guys. That's how I like to cook my brim, the good, easy go-to way to cook them on the barbie, and the gear I use and how I like to target them as well. So if you got a little bit of value from this video, please let me know in the comments below. Share it with a friend, like and subscribe, really helps the channel grow. And I will see you on the next episode of Troopy TV.
Can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.